Hey everyone, I'm Miss Jennifer and I'm on staff here at Journey Ministries, and I will be reading day 2 of the Red Letter Challenge. Couches typically look really nice on the outside, but have you ever lifted up the cushions? Before you do, take a moment to prepare your heart and soul for the horrors you're about to experience. In fact, you may even want to put on a hazmat suit. If you're like our family, you're going to find M&Ms, quesadillas, pizza crust, potato chips, Lego pieces, and possibly the Zika virus. It's all under there. On the surface, the couch looks great. In fact, we've even had people come over to our house and sit on our couch. It looks fine on the surface, but deep down in the cracks is a lot of junk. Our lives are like this. On the surface, many of us look great, but on the inside, we are a mess. We put the highlight pictures of ourselves on social media so that everybody thinks everything is great. We look amazing online. So we think we've fooled everybody into thinking that we have no major problems in our lives. We even do this at church. We walk in and we act like we're politicians, hugging people, kissing babies, shaking hands. We try to make everything look flawless. But underneath, there's a bunch of stuff we are not so proud of. Sometimes other people can be intimidated because they assume that we must be the only ones that don't have a mess under their couch. The reality is that deep inside each one of us, there is a great deal of hurt. All of us carry it around. We're hurting, we're experiencing pain, and many of us are not free because we're held captive by the past. It's kind of like an old couch that you can't get rid of. We keep encountering the mess. But God doesn't want you to be stuck in the past, because if you can't let go of the past, you'll never be able to walk into the future. He has taken your mess and nailed it to the cross so that you don't have to keep beating yourself up about it. He wants you to experience His grace. Ephesians 2:8-9 says it perfectly. For it is by grace that you have been saved through faith, and this is not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. In every world religion besides Christianity, you have to do something to have salvation or eternal life. And many of those religions are growing more quickly than Christianity. It's because they make more sense. Grace is free. We don't deserve grace. So it's a difficult thing to accept. Brennan Manning says, put bluntly, the American church today accepts grace in theory, but denies it in practice. We say we believe the fundamental structure of reality is grace, but not works. But our lives refute our faith. By and large, the gospel of grace is neither proclaimed, understood, or lived. He goes on to say that Jesus came not for the super spiritual, but for the wobbly and weak-kneed, who know that they don't have it all together, and who are not too proud to accept the handout of amazing grace. As we glance up, we are astonished to find the eyes of Jesus open with wonder, deep with understanding, and gentle with compassion. This is the God of the gospel of grace. My grandpa once talked to a woman in her 90s. She only had a couple weeks left to live. She said, I've been in church my whole life. I've served on every committee. But I don't know if I've done enough good things to enter into heaven. I don't know where I'm going when I die. My grandpa was able to explain to her that she's not saved by the things that she's done, but by what God had already done for her. He had already forgiven her of her sins, and she could be confident of her salvation. How sad that a woman can hear all the right things and be in the right place for over 9 decades, but still never truly receive God's forgiveness. I hope that after my grandpa talked to her, she finally felt confidence and assurance in God's grace. Grace assures you that everything has been taken care of. There is no sin too big that God did not die for it on the cross. All of us are in desperate need of God's grace. In the second week of our 40-day challenge, we will be focusing on receiving God's forgiveness and learning how to forgive other people. And that was day 2 of the Red Letter Challenge.